Hi, my name is Alyssa Lugo, and I am going to be presenting on the professional disposition of um, all of the different roles of like general education, special education, and my future as an educator and whatever path I decide to follow in the future, and um, all of the areas that I will continue to develop and the impact that the personal bias can have on students and their families. Special education teachers play many important roles. They support so many different students' needs and all of their learning, and they develop, individualized education programs and plans and IEPs that provide specifically designed instruction. They monitor student progress, they write progress notes, they collaborate with general education teachers. They attend so many different trainings on how we can always better ourselves. We collaborate with families and all other related services, different providers, occupational therapists, physical therapists, speech therapists. All different providers and administrators. The responsibility is to ensure that the disabilities receive, or students with disabilities receive free and appropriate education. Free and appropriate public education, I'm sorry about that, in the least restrictive environment while still receiving all of the supports they need to be successful in the education system and in life. According to the Council of Exceptional Children and Effective Special Educators, use evidence-based learning. We really love to make sure that we're doing it based off of all sorts of different evidence. Different practices while still collaborating with others to promote positive outcomes. General education teachers play a significant role in inclusive education as well, because we want all students to be together and do what is best for them. They create a welcoming, positive environment while still making sure our students feel valued. General education teachers differentiate all sorts of instruction and implement all of these accommodations within their classroom and modifications that are outlined within the IEPs. We are still responsible for maintaining all sorts of higher expectations for every learner, while still fostering meaningful relationships. Several professional developments or dispositions will help me become a successful teacher, because I believe that every student can learn. Every student can learn. It is our job to be compassionate and collaborate and flexible and, have a commitment to equality and making sure that all students are included. I want to create a strong foundation for learning. Through this process, there are so many different ways to go about it. Positive dispositions. I possess positive dispositions, and I recognize the areas where I need to continue to improve and making sure that I am doing my due diligence. I need to make sure that, there are more opportunities for me to learn. Students may receive fewer opportunities, and, I don't want them to not have high expectations. I think all students should have high expectations. And I want to make sure that I'm creating an inclusive classroom. In conclusion, both general education teachers and special education teachers share the responsibility of creating equitable, inclusive learning environments where every student has the opportunity and the ability to learn. Thank you.